If A, B, and C are not equal to 0, what is the difference between the maximum and minimum value of S? And S is given by this expression. So it involves absolute values. Now, absolute value of A is either same as A or its opposite. So this ratio is either positive 1 or negative 1. And similarly, this is either positive 2 or negative 2. And this is positive 3 or negative 3, and so on. Now, so if I want maximum value for S, so what do I want is that this to be, A should be positive, which means this ratio will be 1. So this 1 is constant, is the same, and this will be 1. We want maximum, which means we want this also to be positive. So we are taking B also to be positive, and then that ratio is 2. And if both A and B are positive, notice AB will be positive. So this ratio will be 3. And now what I want is C to be opposite of C. So C is negative of C. And then this will become positive 4. So this is the maximum value of S, which is 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 4, 11. Now, if I want minimum of S, what should I do? Now notice, if I take both A and B to be negative, that will give me negative 1 here and negative 2. I want this to be as small as possible. But if both A and B are negative, AB is going to be positive, which means this ratio will be 3. And we don't want that. We want this to be negative 3, which means we only want one of A to be same as A, but B to be negative of, or absolute of B to be opposite of B, which means B should be negative. So one of A should be positive and the other should be negative. And if you want small as possible, you want to have B to be negative. So here is the thing. How do you get minimum of S? Take A to be positive and B to be negative. And then what happens is this ratio is 1. But this is going to be negative 2 and that is going to be negative 3. And then again take C to be positive. So there's no problem here because we can turn this into negative 4 by taking C to be opposite of C. C to be same as C because we want it to be, we want this ratio to be positive, so it becomes negative 4. So if I take A to be positive, then what I have is 1 plus 1. This is plus 1, but this is minus 2. And notice, if A is positive, B is negative, AB is negative, which means this ratio is going to become negative 1, which means the term becomes negative 3. And this is going to be negative 4. So if you look at that, then this is 1 plus 1, 2 minus 2, 0, negative 7. So maximum is positive 11, minimum is negative 7, and negative 7 is somewhere here, 0 is here, and positive 11 is here. So the difference between these two is going to be 7 plus 11, which is 18. So that's our answer.